dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. Want the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I...
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Gun!
All right, here we go. Green!
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
4 down, check.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Dion Lewis, 30, the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play there by Lewis. Give him 52 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
I got 82. 1. Watch tight ends. 1.
From the red zone now, Mariota flush to his right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Strong right. Motion.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, 4 down.
Set, you ready? 1.
Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On third down, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And out come the Dolphins now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Green, 39! Green, 39!
Out of of the gun. They'll look to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. To throw is Mariota. Flushed out right. This will be called about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Marshall now, the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to... They've got his man complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Brian Arakpo able to drop him for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He'll get it up the middle. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They get it to him running left, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. As his guys are in for 6, and the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
4 down, 4 down.
Set. 180.
52.
1.
Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Tight end right.
Set. 180. Easy.
Kill. Hey,
One.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So now here come the Dolphins. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Check 4.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's got room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. There he goes inside the 30. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. In for the score. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Mariota. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it, as that will bring up. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Now a stoppage here, as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
1, 1, 1. 3, 2, 1. 1 and 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
1, 1, 1. 3, 1, 8.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed, they will keep possession of the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mariota now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Set. Blue 18.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
1, 1, 1. Turn up.
I'm coming after you.
Turn up.
3rd and goal. Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Marshall now, the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams just...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the run, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another 1st down run right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to it, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Mariota on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Blue 18. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
2nd down, Mariota going up top. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Easy, 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 easy.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Wide it up!
From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Marshall now, the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Brian Orakpo in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Gun!
They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Grant. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Two tights. 4 down.
They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins can take the lead with the extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air. because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
This will be taken very short. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
One.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Back near his goal line, Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Over!
Now a handoff looking right. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A first down throw for Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Lewis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
He's back to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Set, flag, 80.
They'll look to throw. He dumps it over for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
There you go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down. Check.
Set. Blue wagon. Set up.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Set. Blue wagon.
You don't want none of that. Give it. Pick up the ball. Watch this.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Set. Blue wagon. Set up.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a hot time across the Cumberland tonight. The Titans have won it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding